When I marched in the civil rights movement,
he lied to voters, according to the New York Times, quoting aides of Biden's, about having marched in the civil rights movement.
I got involved in the civil rights movement.
I got involved in desegregated movie theaters. They organized voter registration drives. From the time I got involved as a high school kid in the civil rights movement.
But I was a kid involved in the civil rights movement, desegregating restaurants.
I got involved in the civil rights movement.
From the time I've been 18 years old, I've been involved in causes from the civil rights movement. I got involved in the civil rights movement and get ready to go out and desegregate restaurants and movie theaters.
That's what got me involved in civil rights as a kid.
I got very engaged, in my case, in the civil rights movement.
Quote, more than once, advisors had gently reminded Mr. Biden of the problem with this formulation. He had not actually marched during the civil rights movement, and more than once, Mr. Biden assured them that he understood and kept telling the story anyway. That is really, really weird.
All right, guys, we got to talk about a pretty wild video that is going viral of Joe Biden seemingly rejecting a young black girl who is a Biden super fan, okay? There's not a lot of those out there, okay? So you would think that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they would really appreciate their fans, okay, and the people that are showing up to these rallies, because at this point, they're some of the only supporters of this terrible administration in this country, okay? And again, this young black girl, again, who's a super fan of Biden and Kamala, she's at this campaign rally, and she is going to be ignored by Joe Biden while he gives hugs to everybody else except her. Now, the reason why I'm covering this story is not because I'm accusing Joe Biden of anything, okay? I personally don't think that there's much to this, okay? But what I do know is that if Trump was to do this, the mainstream liberal media and the pro-black woke revolutionaries would be losing their minds, okay? They would be losing their minds. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, so this is Joe Biden greeting everybody here, taking selfies. Now, I'm not playing the sound because of copyright stuff, because there's music in the background. But look at this young black girl greet Biden. Biden just ignore her. Look at her face, bruh. This is the face of devastation, okay? She is crushed. Crushed right now, bruh. Crushed. Wow. Again, I thought this was impossible. Now, in my opinion, I don't think it's the worst thing that could happen in the world, because, again, this is the most unpopular administration in history, okay? So, I mean, hey, is it all that bad that Joe Biden's not giving you a hug and a selfie? I mean, what is it really worth, right? Do you really want a selfie with one of the worst presidents in U.S. history? I mean, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want one, right? I would probably reject an opportunity to get a selfie with Joe Biden, right? To be honest with you. It's not a good look to be seen with this guy at this point, okay? He's toxic, right? Even the Democrat Party is trying to distance themselves from Joe Biden at this point. So, I mean, hey, I understand the devastation, though. I get it. It's the president of the United States. You're a super fan. You show up, and this dude is not even paying attention to you. So, is Biden dying right now? What is he doing? Yeah, okay, so he's talking to them back there. Okay. So everybody getting love and attention, except from this little black girl. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So you can see here, Biden is moving on, right? Biden is moving on. Yeah, so here's an angle from further back that makes the situation even worse, right? It gets worse because this lady right here, okay, is going to get upset with his little black girl because she's holding up the sign too close to her face, right? So she's basically going to tell the girl to put the sign down, right? She's going to get upset. Look at this woman. Tell her to put the sign down. She's like, yo, keep this sign down. Don't put this sign up in my face. So they arguing about this sign, right? She's devastated. Okay. Because wow. Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. So she's waiting anxiously, right? Just for Joe Biden to pass her and to give this white lady some love. Wow. You can't make this stuff up, bruh. You can't make it up. Worst part about it is that they moved this little black girl. They moved her from the top here to the bottom so that she could be on camera. So again, she was used as a prop, right? As a prop. They used her as a prop because they wanted to have more black faces at the front so people could say that, oh, well, look at all these black people, right, supporting Joe Biden, okay? Just for Joe Biden to not even acknowledge the existence of this little girl while he was doing his little meet and greet, right? Again, it's messed up. It really shows you how fake politics is. It's all fake, okay? They moved this girl to the front of the audience to be a prop, okay? And what did she get in return for doing that? What did she get in return? Nothing, right? She couldn't even get a hug from Joe Biden. Couldn't get a selfie. Couldn't get an acknowledgement. Biden had no clue that she even exists. Even if Biden had met her, he probably still wouldn't know that she exists, okay? So I'm just saying that this is a prime example of how messed up politics really is, how fake it truly is. But again, I want you guys to imagine if this was Trump, if footage of Trump ignoring a black person who is waiting to greet him, a fan, a super fan, with a Trump 2024 sign, if he had ignored her to take selfies with whites and to give hugs to white people and everybody else around her except her, what do you think the mainstream liberal media would be saying? What do you think the pro-blacks would be saying? They be boohoo, whining, crying racist. Oh, look, see, this is evidence. Trump is a racist. He hates black people. And we know this because I've covered these stories before, right? Like, for example, the Sesame Street story that went viral a couple years ago where you had a bunch of Sesame Street characters at, I guess, a parade or a Sesame Street park. I forgot exactly how the story goes. But the woke revolutionaries got so upset because you had some of these characters seemingly ignoring little black girls who were trying to give them hugs and stuff like that. And people lost their minds over this, okay? They were losing it over what was happening.
We did a story not too long ago about Sesame Place and their characters being racist against black kids. We now have additional video that shows it's a pattern of these characters doing the same thing to other black children. In addition to that, those who were protesting this dynamic have been arrested. So let me take you back to that first video that went viral. Here it is. So sad. The look on their face, the look on their faces says it all, right? Now, we were hoping this was a one-off, that this was something abnormal, not routine. Check this video out.
Look at Elmo.
There's actually a lot more video. We do not have the time to show it all on this program.
But I guarantee you, this will never be used as evidence to say that Biden is a racist and that he doesn't like black people, right? Even though every time we see Joe Biden around black folks, okay, particularly in black churches, he doesn't seem to be very comfortable at all. He seems to be out of his element, okay? He doesn't really know where he's at.
And let's lay one thing to rest. I may be a practicing Catholic. I used to go to 7:30 Mass every morning in high school and then in college before I went to the black church. Not a joke. Andy knows this.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. That's Mr. I went to the black church, Biden. Again, these politicians are clowns, man. They really are. But again, my point is this. I personally cannot say that Joe Biden ignored that girl because she's black, okay? And I wouldn't say that, right? I wouldn't go out of my way to come to that conclusion because, quite honestly, I really don't know, okay? But what I do know is that if that was Trump, people would not give Trump the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, well, maybe he had his mind on something else. Maybe he overlooked her for some reason that doesn't have anything to do with her skin color. No. People would automatically jump to this conclusion that, oh, no, it must have been done because Trump doesn't like blacks, right? He doesn't like black people. Again, when Biden does it, though, there'll be all types of excuses. And they'll never point to this as an example of Biden's racism, okay? But they'll continuously, all the time, talk about a bunch of things having to do with Trump and black people that are not proof and evidence that Trump is actually a racist or anything like that. But they'll bring it up anyways, right? But again, Biden can be responsible for the drug bill, the crime bill that all of these woke revolutionaries complain about so much. Biden can be against busing. Okay, he was accused of being a segregationist by Kamala Harris, his own VP. Okay, Biden can be accused of Me Too. He can tell black people like Charlamagne the God, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, right? He could tell black people that Mitt Romney is going to put them back in chains. Biden can say all these things and get away with it, including ignoring a black girl, a black super fan, right? A super Biden fan, which again is a rarity nowadays. I didn't think that those existed, okay? But apparently they do. Who knows? Maybe it's paid. Maybe they were paid. I don't know. They say that about the people that show up for Trump. The Bronx Trump rally was paid for by the Trump campaign. So who knows? Maybe Biden paid for that, okay? I don't know. But I'm just saying that Biden can do all these things, that if Trump did these things, these people will be screaming at the top of their lungs saying that this is racism. This is example racism. Look at Trump. He don't like blacks. He ignored that little black girl, right? But I guarantee you with Biden, this is going to slide under the radar. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe the liberal media will pick up on this and actually start to attack Biden on it because they really want Biden up out of office, right? Because of the fact that, Biden is not cognitively capable of being president of the United States. And they think that Biden staying in the race is going to help Trump win. So who knows? Maybe the media will pick up on it. All I know is that, again, if that was Trump, people will be losing their minds, right? So I just find that situation to be hilarious. I'm not sure why that little girl is a fan of Biden and Kamala Harris in the first place. But hey, it is what it is. It really just shows you how fake politics really is. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.